Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's UBS podcast, episode 96. Today, I'm Victor. I'll be sharing with you guys why exchanges will dominate the financial industry. So, for those of you who have not joined our social media, kindly join our official media in Telegram, where you can send your QR code and join for updated news and information. Have you all ever wondered, all right, this question everyone is actually looking out for exchanges at this point of time. Because why? They would like to utilize the digital assets that they have already to be realized into becoming a monetary value, or in simple call it as cash, correct? So why today we'd like to share with you this podcast is because when that point of time, which is the banking system started, all right? When banking system started, who gets the profit? All right, it's basically the bank. Why? Because bank take money from the public, correct? But then again, from the money they take from the public, they use it and loan it out to the public again. So what is the difference? So basically, what is the thing that you see is that the credibility of the bank. Because why? The bank actually holds no any asset. Basically, it's a custodian from the public, all right, and then he take this asset and lend it out, and being the guarantor or being the middle person for it. So this is where he charges, all right, interest from the person he loaned, and then he pay out the interest to the person that he received the loan from. So how bank make money is that the loan interest he increase, all right, with high, for example, let's say 20%, but but the person that lend him the money, all right, he only give him 5%. So in the end, the bank makes 15%. Okay, so this is, you see, is the way that how bank actually makes money. Right? Not only that, all right, they also uses your money, all right, to do other investments into stock exchange, all right, also to other various financial tools. So in the end, all right, from there they actually generate profit, and this is why throughout the traditional finance history, bank is the one that always makes the most money. Okay. And who else makes a lot of money? Which is also our stock exchange. Okay. Why stock exchange make money? Because why when today, right, I like to list my company, all right, into this stock exchange. The reason why people go to list the stock exchange is to collect funds from the public so they can expand and participate in more projects that or more business opportunity that they have to develop even more profits. So, okay, this is why they get listed, and from there they actually pay, all right, a certain amount of fee, all right, to auditors to check, all right, to verify the company, and then, all right, to be listed in the exchange. Of course, there are also listing fee that paid to the stock exchange, correct? So these two elements are very, very crucial. Okay, that why I'm sharing today is because today exchange itself is actually all right playing these two roles in Web3. Don't you think so? For example, like bank, you deposit money and you withdraw money, correct? Same goes to your exchanger, right? You deposit your coin, you withdraw your coin. Is it the same? And once you go listing, all right, for your IPO, you go to the stock exchange. But for Web3, you go for listing in your Web3 project, you go to IEO or ICO. Isn't it the same? So in the end, all right, the banking itself already making so much money, plus another factor which is stock exchange, two in one. Don't you think it's crazy that exchanges making how lots of money? Don't you think so? So this is why today we'd like to give you a thought, right, of why this exchanger whether they can actually make a lot of money or not. So this is for you to decide, but this is for me. to share with you with my thoughts and experience and knowledge so you guys can understand and analyze even better. So now, all right, so let me share with you some information. All right, why did Bitcoin actually exist? Okay, so Bitcoin exists because the failure of financial institution. Okay, so what happened was the global stock market collapsed. All right, the stock drops very, very badly. All right, a lot of people lose money when investing in the stock market. Also, all right, Lehman Brothers files for bankruptcy. All right, American International Group, all right, faces this financial crisis at that point of time because why? When the interest rate is too high, all right, people can't able to pay back the loan. Right, in the end, they give back the property that they used from the loan to buy to return back to the financial institution. So in the end, the financial institution cannot able to liquidate, all right, the property fast enough to able to get the cash. So that causes Lehman Brothers to actually collapse because why? At that point of time, many investors actually default on their loans. All right, in the end, they got return, all right, which is the property. Then again, this property is not cash. It's not highly liquid. So this is why causes Lehman Brothers to unable, all right, to roll over their cash flow, and that causes the collapse of Lehman Brothers. Very as simple as that. So because of tariff finance, all right, these things happen, right? That's why it exists of Bitcoin. For example, another very good example that relate to you and me, all right. For example, today you like to transfer money, all right, to overseas, right? Don't you think you have difficulties to transfer your money overseas? Yes, because the bank will stop you. They'll ask you a lot of questions. They'll ask you a lot to fill a lot of forms in just order to just transfer your own money to another person, which is outside the world. Okay? Don't you think it's a bit fussy? And also, right, to withdraw your own money, all right. For my experience is actually in Malaysia, right? When you have money in your bank account and you like to withdraw the amount of money as cash, but it was turned down. Right? Being said that the bank do not have sufficient cash. Do you believe that bank do not have sufficient cash to actually let you withdraw? Of course not, correct? So this is why there are many foul plays are going away that they unable to give us or give us to take withdraw our own assets, right? So this is why Bitcoin definitely have to exist, all right, to actually help us to solve some of the traditional finance that cannot able to make it or do, right? For example, transfer of money. So don't you think it's very, very easy to transfer your USDT to one another within seconds, and the person can already receive your money, correct? Regardless of where the person is. From wallet to wallet, instantly without few seconds or few minutes, you already receive the money. Simple as that. A very, very good life proof. So, as we all know, Bitcoin started at 2008 or cryptocurrency started at 2008. And that point of time, not many people observing or actually pay attention to this piece of digital asset until recently, which is last year in January 2024, where ETF is the first government intervene or first government that actually step in into cryptocurrency, where they recognize or announce the use of ETF for trading. So basically, what is ETF? Is basically your coin Bitcoin can use as the leverage or collateral, right, to be able to buy shares, all right? So this actually is a very, very good step in where it proves that government already started to recognize Bitcoin, okay, or recognize cryptocurrency. So another factor that we know, or another milestone that cryptocurrency, all right, had achieved is when this guy, Donald Trump, is currently the US president, where he has implemented cryptocurrency as a financial commodity, where they use cryptocurrency, consider Bitcoin as commodities, where they can use and trade in ETF, also to be able to move the government general reserve into Bitcoin. All right. Also, he did many, many things, in order to support cryptocurrency. Okay, of course, when he did that, a lot of new users that actually get exposed to cryptocurrency, and at that point of time, definitely a lot of users will be looking for exchanger because why? Exchanger is the connection or the connector, the bridge between our cryptocurrency and our real world, our fiat currency. Okay, so that is where you can buy and sell, right, in order to withdraw the monetary value of it. So this is why, not only that, this is why many countries, all right, start to adopt, all right, we're starting to adopt to follow US footstep. And also, all right, Donald Trump has launched his own coin, all right, which is his Trump coin, where many US citizens able to benefit, all right, the price increase in Trump coin from 17 cents all the way to 17 over dollar. And that point of time, definitely, all right, people would like to actually withdraw to sell the coin to to cash out. All right. So at that point of time, they will require to look for exchanger. So this increases the exchanger's exposure. Furthermore, all right, celebrities, all right, and other countries started, all right, to actually launch their own coin, and also, all right, starting to promote cryptocurrency. So, as I mentioned, how do actually exchanges make money? All right. Well, we have been saying that exchanges will dominate the finance industry, correct? But do you actually know how exchanges generate profit? So let me share with you a few elements that exchanges are able to make money from. First of all, is from trading fees. So basically what is trading fees? Basically is that whenever you buy or sell coin, there is a certain percentage implied. That's a fee, all right. Easier to understand, all right, compared to traditional finance is brokerage fee, all right. So every time you buy and sell your stock, all right, there is a brokerage fee. Same goes to exchanger, all right, there is a called trading fee. Okay. So normally it ranges from 0.1% to 0.2%, all right. So goes to your futures trading, right? Futures trading is almost similar to your margin trading or derivative trading. So at the point of time, if let's say you have monetary of times 5, times 10, all right, times 100. So it depends on how much your custodian of your money you put, and then you pledge it, and you actually roll and play the future margin. All right. I believe for those of you actually heard or use stock exchange before, definitely know what is margin. So with this first element itself, okay, why we use this first element? Because this element on itself, it's already crazy. It shows that how much roughly an exchanger able to earn a year. Okay, so obviously we use Binance as a comparison. Started in 2017, all right, which is exactly 8 years ago. Okay, and then total global users is 250 million. All right, average trading is 33 billion. All right, and at this point of time, they have over 35% control on the market. Just imagine, all right, 33 billion transaction daily, and they making 0.1%. Easily, you also get millions of dollars per day. So this is roughly how much Binance can actually earn within a day. So don't you think Binance is a very, very strong company, right? So not only that, all right, this proves that with just trading fee alone, they are able to survive. Okay, so because the return is too huge, right, too magnificent, right, other revenue is no longer there. This is why Binance now, all right, don't really do launchpad, right? They are focusing on the trading and the rewards, the user incentive, etc., right, to promote and bring even more user, right, to use Binance. OKX, all right, the same with Binance, started in 2017, with total of 50 million, average daily is 5.2 billion trading volume. Okay, at this point of time, it's over 9% of the market. And Coinbase, all right, mostly in Europe. The year of establishment is 2012. All right, Coinbase is one of the oldest exchange in the world, right? And with total of 100 million global user, 6.3 daily transaction, all right? So just imagine how much it did. 6.3 times is 0.1%. Right? Easily you make 6 million plus, I think. Yeah. So this shows, all right, by trading fee, daily there's such income already. So just imagine there are even more varieties or alignments where exchange can make money. So at this point in time, do you think the exchanger makes a lot of money? This is for you to actually answer, for you to actually think about it. So let's go on for the second element, which is Launchpad or IEO, and also standard listing fee. So what is Launchpad and IEO or standard listing fee? So let me share with you guys first, all right, this graph. Okay, why do I show you this graph? That's why it is important to know that stock exchange, all right, is actually also same as exchanger, right, where they list companies, all right, for IPO. So in IEO, what is initial exchange offering, list for projects that is in Web3. Okay, so this is actually similar to treasury banking. So with this, a point of time, you know that many user or many people have started looking into cryptocurrency, correct? So this actually increases number of user in the market. When there is a user or increase in market, definitely the business opportunity is there, correct? So this is why there will be a lot of project will build, all right, will come into Web3, into stock exchange, right, to build their project on top of Web3. Okay, so when they build a project in Web3, this gives us more business opportunity, right? So a lot of business will like to go for listing, correct? So when they go listing, this is where, right, the exchanges charges or the lab charges them a listing fee. So when listing fee increases, all right, of course, the exchanger make money from it because, like in the end, exchanger is actually the ultimate, all right, top chain food, all right. So basically, as I mentioned earlier, all right, when I said who make the most money in traditional banking, which is bank and also stock exchange, correct? So similar, definitely, all right, in Web3, exchanges is the one that will dominate a lot of potential, right? So this makes cryptocurrency at this point of time is still new, all right? It never cover more than 10% in the world, only 0 point something percent. So this shows uh, cryptocurrency still have a long potential way to go. Okay. So what else they can make money from? All right. So basically, exchanger makes money from staking and mining. All right. So I believe you guys are very familiar with this. You put start money inside, then you stack to get your coin or whatsoever. Right. Lending services. All right. Some exchanges do provide lending service. Right. As you know, so lending service is something like personal loan, company loan, etc. All right. Financial products. All right. Earn and savings. So similar to our UBX that we also have our earns and savings option. All right. Also position fee, high leverage fee, liquidation income. So these are the various income coming from derivative trading. So, okay, why I want to show you this graph? Because at the point of time when started, all right, Binance only have 500,000 users. Okay, up to today have worth almost 200 plus million. Correct? How did they actually make it? Okay, so obviously, all right, now at that point of time, they have been banned, all right, blacklisted by China, one of the biggest crypto market on that point of time. Right? Not only that, all right, they also faces charges from fraud and money laundering in US. Okay, at that point in time, they also top three, but their BNB price is at 50 cent, very low at the time. So whoever able to buy BNB at 50 cent, now you're actually fantastically rich because why? At all-time high is already reaching almost 700 to 800. So this that point of time, just imagine how many folds, all right, you're able to make. So then again, come back to reality now. At this point of time, from 500,000, right, it has become 240 million. And from the BNB price from 50% go all the way to all-time high 700 plus. So this is the achievement that they actually made throughout the journey as exchanger. Okay, don't you think exchanger makes a lot of money? Yes, if you do not make so much money, how you are able to withstand or still at a point of time now being number one in the world. Okay. So in this situation also, all right, it creates a lot of liquidity, all right, for Binance, all right, because why high transaction, all right, people is buying and selling in Binance, and also, all right, at this point of time, they are actually number one in the world, so everyone starts to recognize Binance as number one. So how you guys aim to jump top five? Okay. So first of all, right, UBS is also regulated, all right, from Canada, Australia, and United States, right? Also, we have money laundering act, right? We have it. Okay, so these are the some of the documents. So similar to other exchanges, they also have their own regulatory system, right, from which country to which country, etc. So UBS also have it. Okay, our strategy partners, all right, from BlackRock, right, Saudi Public Investment Fund, our Visionary Group, all right, our partner for our UBC, and also GC Labs and GC Capital. So basically, they are our strategy partner that came in to work hand in hand to build UBS into top five exchanges. So when Binance started, all right, it was only 500,000. Don't you think it's almost similar to our UBX? When we started, we only have 300,000 user and daily active user of 90%, which is 30% more. Okay, and in 2025, we have been doing a lot of exposure roadshows. All right, incoming next one will be to Malaysia. Okay, so yesterday was our first anniversary, right, for UBEX. All right, finally, UBEX turning 1 years old, and from there, they actually have experienced many things. All right, for the past 1 year. So definitely, they will be going strong. All right, this 2025 to all other countries, right, such as Paris, which is next month, and also, all right, we have community leaders from China, India, Malaysia, Singapore, right, Vietnam, Thailand, French, Canada. Okay, so there are quite a time that was available or they were here to celebrate our UBX first anniversary. So it was a fantastic event. All right, everyone learned and also get a lot of information from our UBX Academy and also from UBX. Okay, so for the next 12 months, all right, definitely they aim to make 3 million users, right? Also to establish new operational centers, all right, launch community reward program, right, to strengthen of the user engagement, right? Also and etc. So, all right, let me share with you why another factors that will make GC capital coming into investing into UBEX, all right, is because this guy, all right, Mr. GC, and on the left, on the right is Mr. James. Both of them is from GC Capital, all right. They have strong connections, all right, in Web3. Furthermore, all right, they themselves is already self-made millionaire, all right, from investing, early investors in Ethereum and also Bitcoin, all right. And his experience and network, all right, when he was in Binance as also Maxi, he helped and incubate many projects which hundreds over of projects. Definitely it's not easy, but he has the experience to it, so he knows or which is the good project, which he to identify which is a bad project. So from there, you can actually invest and make all right some healthy profit. I'll put it that way, right, to help your portfolio. Yeah. So of course, all right, with the partnership of GC Capital coming in, not only that, all right, they help to incubate, all right, to pave the way for new projects to come in into Ubiquitous Exchange. Okay, from there, it benefits all our user where we have the first hand, all right, to actually participate to do stacking before it listed into higher tiers exchange. Because why? It's much easier to be listed in the lower tier first, and then, right, they can access to higher tier. So GC Capital able and have the capability, right, to know many people from different exchanges, so they can also help in terms of research and development, where they can help combine. If they see the potential of project A and project B, you can combine it to make it even bigger, right? Of course, with the experience of 100 over investments and also strategic partners in, all right, other projects. So how JC Labs help to generate profit for UBX Exchange? Number one, which is participation fee. So basically, project will require to pay a certain amount of fee from 5 to 20% from total capital raise. All right, for example, if yesterday, all right, the whole event after event, it was very successful. Okay, and then they would like to gather all right funds. All right, once they have gathered the funds, that is the free collection of money. Okay, and that is where the how to say the exchanges will charge them, right, for the 5 to 10% of fee. So this is basically is helping them to be getting their crowd fund, right? So basically something like IPO, I go IPO, and once you go for IPO, people invested into your company. I take a percentage of your capital raise. Right, so this is participation fee. Then token and listing fee when you go to list in stock exchange, all right, you have to pay certain fee. Same goes to exchanges. You list your own business project to collect, to buy and sell your coin in exchanger. So there is also a fee that collected, all right, from the exchanger. And also, all right, and all these projects, all right, to be listing in the exchange, all right, this will increase the trading volume because why? Once it listed in exchange, many people will buy and sell. So when this buy and sell happen, company can make reward from their transaction fee, which is to 0.1 to 0.2%. Okay. And furthermore, it also increases the utility of UBX token because all the non-SPAC that participate already in UC and labs and Qsaber are required to use EUSDT and also UBX. Okay. So this creates UBX have a very, very huge utility. And furthermore, right, when people buy and sell UBX token in the exchange, there is a burning mechanism. Okay. So this is actually a very, very uh, good factor or element where it helps exchanges to make a lot of money. So UBEX, right, into global top five exchanger. Why? How they will do it? Number one, we have our AI powered trading. All right, so basically, all the monies that actually do stacking for UBEX, but it's actually our custodian money, and it will be used for AI trading. Okay. Number two is global expansion. So basically, you see now UBEX is just slowly growing around the world. Okay, and also it has a very, very diverse revenue stream stock from trading fee, from stacking, from wealth management, and etc. So there are so many ways that exchanger can actually choose to develop the profit, and also high speed and deep liquidity. Okay, so basically, the coin easily trade. If today you don't have to wait for same like property, you wait 4 years, some maybe 3 years, okay, to able to liquidate the property. But for cryptocurrencies, all right, just within a second only. Okay, so just a recap, okay, what we have actually learned today. So today we are actually talking, all right, why exchanger will dominate the whole financial industry. So let me ask you this question. Do you think that bank and stock exchange have successfully dominate the financial world, which from previously in Web 2? Yes. And this is why exchanges will also dominate, all right, in financial industry. Because why? Obviously, cryptocurrency is even latest, even new, right? And has been creating a lot of users, all right, to come over to use exchange because why? Exchange is the bridge between the user and also cryptocurrency. So exchanges, all right, is the one that help you to withdraw and also deposit your coin, to change your coin into our fiat currency. All right, that's very important. And also, all right, you see that banks around the world is making a very huge revenue, right? And also stock exchange from all around the world also making very good revenue. So just imagine in Web3 we have bank and also stock exchange both together, all right, become exchanger. That is even more crazier. That is even more booming. So this is why exchanger definitely, all right, will dominate, all right, in the future in financial industry. Furthermore, with their various of revenue from trading fees, all right, listing fee, all right, for participation fee, all right, all these fees are actually incurred. Actually, it's almost similar to traditional finance, in which is stock exchange, where you are paying your brokerage fee, okay, right? Which is your trading, all right. And also, once you go to listing, all right, you pay auditor for audit fee, and you also pay the listing team, all right, for being able to list it in the stock exchange. So actually, if you compare from Web 2 to Web 3, it's almost similar. Okay, this is why, all right, it's very, very crucial that US now take a very huge step in front where they would like to actually dominate our cryptocurrency again. Because why? It's happened the same time when New York exchange started, all right, and people start to believe and people start to invest in it. So it's similar now, all right, that causes US to become number one, which is the first pot of gold that actually made. So now, all right, US sees this opportunity again. So whoever able to control cryptocurrency in the world, definitely able to control the whole world, okay, to become the leading country. So all this while we know that US has been trying hard, right, to become back the leader. Right? You all know that with so many factors, so it's very, very hard. Okay, so this is why, all right, we know that exchanges, all right, definitely will make so much income. Okay, they are similar to bank, similar in stock exchange. So in Web3, when these two become one, it's called exchanger. Okay, so I hope you guys benefit from my sharing today. So if you guys enjoy our podcast, do come and join us daily 8 p.m. All right, to learn for new information and also news and updates. And also, all right, I would like to thank UBEX, all right, and wish UBEX happy birthday because yesterday is UBEX first anniversary. All right, finally UBX is 1 year old. So we hope many UBX more to come, all right, in year two, year three, year four, and year five, and many more to come, right? And also, all right, thank you for those that are listening to my podcast. And my name is Victor. I hope you guys enjoy my podcast today. If you guys interested, do come and join us frequently. All right, have a great day. Thank you so much. Good night.